My house looks like a hat. Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Gracian and welcome to episode 2 of this Let's Play sort of almost New Game Glance-ish look at Backpack Hero, the game about using inventory management to defeat monsters in dungeons. It is a fantastic game. If you didn't see my episode 1, you're going to be a little bit lost, but most of this stuff is pretty self-explanatory once you get into it, and I really have to applaud their design for the inventory and item use and energy and all that sort of stuff. Obviously, the second two characters, CR8 and Tote, far more complicated, and I definitely would not recommend playing those first until you've gotten a look at how the game plays and feels and like the items and stuff, because those two characters are way more complicated. But with that being said, let's get going. We are kind of halfway through this area. We've got a bunch of stuff to go back to. Now we've got... what I'd like to do is find it. I have one key. It might be best to try to level up first before we go in here so that we have even more space in our backpack. So let's go down to a battle here. A Lulbee and a Vole. Voles are notorious for walking off with anything that isn't nailed down. And small bees are drones of the queen. Now this one, they're going to attack pretty hard. So what we're going to do here is throw the debuff potion. That's going to lower their damage by 4 and lower their block by 4 every time they do that. So this guy was going to attack twice for 4 and 6. Now it's 0 and 2. So look at this. I can block one time and I already have enough block for all of this, which is fantastic. So let's take out this bee as quickly as we can. We've got a kill here. There we go. I love that potion. It's like the best potion in the game. It's so good. So like he's attacking for nothing. So we just block one time and we're good. And we got our free shiv down here. So we got him next turn. He's killing himself on the spikes. I thought that the spikes only worked if it got through your to your health, but I must be mistaken on that, so my bad. Okay, so we have a explosive arrow. For each empty space to the right, it gets 1 damage, and it deals damage to all enemies. Aha, so if you want to do a bow build, you want like a long, thin backpack. We have this plant that gives you haste and weak. Spikes every turn. I find this to be pretty bad, because your spikes ticks down too, so this, unless you have other sources of it, you just have 1. And like we have a little bit here, but I just find this to be a poor use of a square. This is another good helmet. This helmet is more about defense. This one gives you spikes and block. This one just gives you block, but it's more block. So, you know, it's either way is good. The tunic's pretty good. Each turn it adds 5 block, and adjacent and diagonal armor gets +1 block. So let's, you know, we have 4 slots. Let's see if we can fit that in here, because I don't want this tome. So let's get like here, and then no, the shield has to be hang on a second. The shield has to be at the top. There we go. So there we go. Adjacent and diagonal armor. So that means this is now giving us 2 block per turn for free instead of 1. Or we could have this one, and it would give us 3 block per turn. But I think I like the spikes. I don't have a lot of offense right now because the sword is crap. So I'll take the spikes and just stay defensive. It's a lot of space for this, but hopefully we can get back to having a better shield. I wish I didn't have to reload, but here we are. So we need 10 more experience. So let's finish choosing. Now, one thing we can do is go unlock this door to get rid of the key, and then we have another slot. Unknown event is here. Aha, so this is a vision of the future. You'll get these. At first, this won't mean much to you, but having fought a bunch of the bosses now, this helps me out to know which of the bosses is at the end of the first floor. This boss will have curses, so I have to make sure I have some spots in there. And I think she may summon bees as well during the fight, so it's just something to keep in mind. It helps a little bit. So let's go do these fights and get some free treasure. I wish there was a merchant on this level. You can actually sell stuff to the merchants, which is pretty cool. So we have a small rat wolf. We've seen these guys before. And another one of these Lulbees. Now they are not attacking, so I'm just gonna unload on this bee so I don't get that curse. And I still have an energy left, so we're just gonna attack again. Got 7 free armor every turn from these 2 items, which is really cool. That's like a whole use of my shield for free. So look at that. I don't have to block at all because I have 7 free armor. So we're just going to sword 3 times. Shiv. He's going to hurt himself on my spikes. Spikes is still going up. There we go. Easy peasy. Level up. I might make a couple spots down here in case I get boots offered to me again. I'll probably grab those. And then, probably something like here in case I get gloves. Get items. Ah, new sword options. Unused deals 5 damage plus 1 to the energy cost for this turn. Interesting. Here's a damage knife. This is pretty cool. It does 8 damage, but you can only use it 3 times. It's free. You use it 3 times and then it's destroyed. It's like a consumable. It's actually pretty cool. There's also a mug of ale here that lets you warm drink. It heals you for 10 one-time use. That's a lot of health actually in this game. And then it turns it into an empty cup, which is a projectile you can throw for 6 damage. So it's actually, there's a really good 2-in-1 item. Cleansing potion. These are interesting. It removes 100% of all status effects on self. This is good and bad. So if you're burned and poisoned, but you also have spikes, it will remove all the good and the bad. So you gotta be careful with that. So we do make use of the spikes here. I've got a cleaver. Does a little bit of damage. This is an interesting weapon because it costs 1, only does 4 damage, but it's very small. So it's an interesting choice to have. I don't want that. I think I'll just grab this. Take it with me. Unknown event is here. I don't think we did this one. My house looks like a hat. Okay. Oh, drop the little buckler and you can take the item you land on. Now this is a curse, so we're gonna want to drop it like over here. Here's a lance. Deals 11 damage to all enemies on use, but it costs 2 energy. Weird. Okay. Ethereal whetstone. Weapons in this column get plus 200% bonus damage this combat, and then the item is destroyed. Here we have a fire staff. Adds 7 burn to all. Damn, that's cool. Oh, I want to go into wizardry. What's this thing? Lucky Shiv. We use 1 time each turn, deals 2 damage on kill, adds great luck. That impacts your drops at the end of a fight. So let's go here. I want any of this stuff really. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, so now I gotta make room for this dumb thing. It's huge. I don't have any mana yet, but, so I'm gonna get rid of, like... you know, I could... it'd be dangerous to get rid of this. I could do it. Block, 25 block. What do we want to dump here? This is only 2 damage. Let's get rid of that. Let's save this, staff until we get some mana. That's gonna be cool. I want to play a wizard like run, but I just never get, like, I just don't feel like I've got the stuff for it ever. But this is a great item. I want to try that out. Okay, my house looks like a hat. Thanks, buddy. We're not ready for the treasure. We're not gonna level though, so we may as well go there and check. Okay, another shiv, a key, which I think we need actually. Boots, which I don't really have a spot for unless I dump the nut. I mean, I could do like this, and this would give me 4 block per turn, and then these are giving me 5 and 2, so that's 11 block per turn. I just wouldn't be able to actively block any more than that, so this is like a little dangerous, but might be a good idea. So let's grab the shiv, the key, and then we'll have this dagger, this knife for some extra damage until it runs out. Let's go to the fight, and then after that, if we have a little more money, we'll go to the forge and see if we want to upgrade like our armor. Hopefully, we'll see. This game is so good. Okay, this is a bomb crab. Now, bomb crabs, hermit crab bomb. It's just a hermit crab, but instead of a shell, he's got a bomb. He's gonna blow up for like 30 damage after a few turns. When the blue hermit crab outgrows its shell, it explodes, and it goes off in search of a new piece of junk to call home. Oh my god. Small rat wolf. So we can ignore the guy's damage because we're getting the free 11 block. So here we're just gonna smack, 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 and I don't need to use my knife. Though I think I will, because I want to get it out of my inventory. Okay, so this guy, we're just gonna take him out. Got some items here. Oh, thank God, a better shield. Now, do I want to keep this? Free 4 block per turn or active. Oh, this weapon's funny. Teddy bear sword. It's not a weapon, but there is a brick in the stuffing. For each adjacent accessory, it gets +2 damage. Unused deals 7 damage. Now, that's just better than this. It's smaller and does the same damage and can get buffed. Now, I don't have any accessories. Here's an accessory, actually. So now it's a 9 damage repeatable teddy bear sword. Cool. Okay, here's mana. Let's pop that in there so that we have it as part of our mana network. Has to be connected. Liquid luck adds great luck. We'll take that. We'll take that. So the next fight we do, we'll come out of it with. You know what though? I might want this shield though, for the future. I gotta. I don't really have a. Let's get rid of this thing. There we go. Because this. Oh no, adjacent and diagonal armor. The shield is not an armor, it's a shield. It's a different type of thing. Okay, that looks good to me. We're gonna go use up the key. I should have done that already, so I'd have the slot, unfortunately. Okay, that's good. So let's use up the key, so we'll get a slot in our inventory. Unlock the door. Here's your key. There are 2 models for keys in the game. I don't know why. They seem to be identical, but I am curious. Healers are pretty good, actually, because you can, if you don't want to, like, I could use a little bit of health, but the other thing I can do is get maximum health. Hopefully, yeah, 8 gold for 5 maximum health. I will take that. So now I've got a max of 50, which is pretty good. And then let's go to the treasure. And if we get coins out of this, we'll go back to the forge. There's another one of these giant wooden swords. Definitely not. For my first wand. Here's the better wooden blade, but we have the teddy bear sword, so we don't need that. So this is garbage. Vampire blade deals 2 vampirism. Now that means it'll deal 2 damage and heal you 2. So it's a source of healing, but it's you know, it takes up 2 slots and uses 1 energy. So this is a very difficult to use item. Here's another thing we want to do is make consumables close to each other so that if you use them up, you can have space for curses. I don't think I want this. And if there was a vendor on this floor, I'd be tempted to take it and sell it. Let's go to the forge and just double check. We have 6 coins. I'm guessing 5. Add conductive to armor. We'll do that. Conductive means that so this mana stone has conductive because essentially imagine that this has a wire in it and it runs through this into any other conductive items. So this mana item consumes mana on its network. So like now we could have this mana stone up here because this armor is now conductive. So the mana can flow down through here into the staff. Interesting way that they've done this. So for 2 gold or however much I spent, that's not bad to make this conductive because it's a 2x2. It's a huge space, but now I have more ways to get the mana flowing around through my inventory if I need to later on. I help. Thanks, buddy. All right, let's move on. Okay. Got our giant pack of stuff. Weird shaped backpack. Part 2 of 3. Okay, so we have a forge right off the bat. We'll skip that. Unknown event. 1 gold, gain 5 max HP. Yes, absolutely. Hell yeah, I've never had that much max health. That's awesome. Okay, we've got a merchant here. A fight. We'll skip the merchant for now because we could take extra stuff we don't need and sell it at the merchant. You can sell like 2 or 3 items to a merchant on a floor. And most items, like unless they're legendary or something, are only going to get you like a few gold, but that can, you know, that can be really helpful. Probably clear the path to the healer first in case of emergency. I've got a rabbit. The rabbit knows you're in its garden. So we've got 12 free armor from these items already. I don't even have to block. That's awesome. So let's use up our staff because it's cool. So this will take 7 damage each turn, and then 6, and then 5, etc. So it's a lot of damage over time. And we can swing our massive teddy bear sword. Not even going to get through our damage. It's incredible. So you can see the staff used up the mana, so we can't use this again. So we either need more mana stones, or better mana stones, or other sources of mana. There's all kinds of ways in the game to do this. This is just the very basic version right here that I have right now. 1 mana per battle. Bam. Really easy fight. Holy crap. There's some coins. We can't have 2 helmets because they disable other helmets to the right, so that you can only wear 1 helmet. Same with, I think, boots. Yeah, footwear to the right. So whatever you're wearing, you want to the far left if for some reason you're hanging on to multiple helmets or something. Oh, a glove. Left glove. For each space to the right, this item gets 0.5 block. That's awesome. So you put that like here. And you can see 1, 2, 3, 4. So this should be giving me 2 block per turn. It's 3 because the Knight Shield is buffing it. This would also buff it. If there was a way... Okay, hang on. Let me pause and do this so you don't have to watch. Okay, I'm back. So now I have the shield and the armor are buffing this glove. So this glove is now giving me 4 block per turn. This is giving me 6 block per turn. This is giving me 2 block per turn. So I'm getting 12 block per turn by doing nothing, which is amazing. And then I can click this shield for 7 block for energy. I also picked up another ring, so now my sword is 11 damage, and I have plus 10 max health with these rings. I've never had this combo before. This is intriguing. Now I need a way to heal, but I do have a warm drink here. I kept the Mana Stone, and yeah, looks like this run will eventually end with me getting rid of these things unless I find something really cool, because I have a really great physical damage sword here. And if I can keep finding accessories such as this... Interesting. Okay, I think it might be time to dump these. I gotta put this at the top. See, this item floats, so watch this. It'll go to the top. That makes it harder to make things adjacent to it, but it's fine. For each adjacent accessory, this item gets plus 2 damage. So now this is a 13 damage sword. That's incredible. Can't take more items. This was already in my inventory, and so is this. So I may as well grab those. Actually, this is a legendary staff. Let's take this to the merchant and get a whole bunch of money. Want to see what I have today? I do. So this I could sell for 17 coins. There you go. Here's the Slats shield. Now, that's a slightly better shield, but it doesn't buff nearby things, so this is actually better right now. I could get more accessories. The problem with adjacency is adjacency does not include diagonals unless it says so. So if I had another accessory, I wouldn't be able to get it adjacent to this sword yet. That's not true. I actually can put it here and do like this. I have another slot. Huh. Maybe I'll do that. Ooh, golden bow. Oh, it makes gold when it kills things. That's fun. This is a weird build. I like this. Okay. We'll come back to you. Let's go fight some stuff. Wow, that guy's hitting a lot. Sable. Sables are fierce predators. Okay, so he's hitting for 11, 18. I have almost enough armor, so let's go ahead and heal with this thing. And then use it. Get the slot back in our inventory here. And then we want to not take damage. He's hitting himself on my spikes 3 times. God, that was an easy fight. Oh my god. Oh, a key. I can't move any of these accessories or my sword gets weaker. Otherwise, I'd consider... No, this is worse than this now. So let's take the key, the poison potion, and the status effects on enemies potion. Okay. Go do another fight. Oh, rabbit. I'm gonna do 13 damage. I don't even have to block. Incredible. This looks easy now, but I promise you it's going to get a lot harder soon. Oh, I should have gone and used that key. Brass Knuckles adds 1 damage to Scratch. Interesting. For each adjacent or diagonal ring, Scratch deals +2 What? I could build around my basic attack with the things I already have? Oh my god. So I could wear adjacent or diagonal. That's 8. I could have 8 rings on my hand and Scratch for +1, +2. Oh my god. I need to do this. I need to do this. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, let's swap those. Hell yeah. What's this thing? Oh god. Black Mana Stone. Conductive, legendary. Oh yeah, this one's complicated. Basically, you burn your mana up to make this thing worth more mana in the future. It's a whole thing. Okay, let's finish choosing. Let's go unlock a door with this key, which I don't need to do because this was open from 2 directions for some reason. But whatever. So how much is my Scratch worth right now? For 3 damage. Adds 5 damage to Scratch. So this would do 8 damage, correct? I really want to test it out, but I need a block. That's 10, 15, 22, so I'm good now. So let's test a Scratch out. Oh yeah, it did do 8 damage. So I could get 2 more damage. So that would be I could get that up to 10 damage. So eventually, this Brass Knuckles will outscale the teddy bear sword. Because this includes a diagonal. So this sword can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 adjacent items. Hang on, let me figure this out. I'm pausing. Okay, this is really silly. I did the math. If this item is surrounded by accessories, it'll do 19 damage max. 20 if you include this sapphire. Brass Knuckles, if surrounded by 8 rings all around it, would make Scratch deal 20 damage. So what I currently have is essentially the same thing. The difference would be if I use the Brass Knuckles, I would save 1 slot on the actual weapon, but if I use the Brass Knuckles, I also need a 3x3 filled with rings for the Brass Knuckles. So essentially, the Brass Knuckles is a worse weapon, I think, overall, but it depends on what the rings are. So I'm willing to hang on to it for a bit to find out, but I think this is a worse version of this sword, especially because this is actually an accessory. Oh no. So I have to hang on to this anyway and put it like here. Oh my god, I need a level. Okay, let's punch these guys to death here. This guy rages, so let's fight this guy first. Bam. Okay, beating themselves up on my spikes. Teddy bear. God, this sword is really strong. God, that's so fun. I need 3 experience to level. What's this? A keg. This item is heavy. On use, create a drink in this row. Oh, it costs 3 coins to use. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, that's so fun. What's this do? Add 1 energy. Item is destroyed. 25 block. 1 energy. That's probably good. I want this though. Just make free drinks. It's not my inventory space. What is this? 2x2. If I had leveled there, I'd be tempted. It sucks to leave that behind, but I really want to go with this stupid teddy bear. This is really cool. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. All right. Let's do the maintenance on the next episode. Go through a couple of these areas. There's a forge. I might be able to make something cool. Buff my sword or something. And we'll check out the merchant one more time before we leave. Maybe even get max health or something if we have money. And then we'll move on to the boss fight. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I hope you are enjoying this series of this excellent, excellent new game. And I hope I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.